#3 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Wolverines will kick it off to get us underway. Fair catch called for and made. First down for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
So now they'll try to mitigate that disaster on second down from the 15. Looking to throw, it's Allard. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on fourth down in his own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. Fourth down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
Running back searching for a hole. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Turning to the running game on first and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. Quarterback sneak looking for just a sliver of daylight. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
Yeah, and they got stuffed on first and goal, and they said, let's go to old faithful. Like, let's get the quarterback under center, run quarterback sneak, make this defense stop me. It's such a hard play to stop, and the offense gets the touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with the quarterback sneak. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were really disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Here's the handoff. Didn't have any better luck going back to him on second down. Now they're staring at 3rd and 10.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Looking downfield, it's Aller. Right down the middle. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes a grab enough for the first. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. 3rd down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up 4th.
This is not leather helmet era football. This is analytics. Around midfield, 4-down territory. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on down.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's 4th and short, 4th and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But 4th and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Looking downfield, it's Warren. And the pass is intercepted. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Looking to move it through the air. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Now on 2nd down. to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. From the gun, wants to pass. The quick out. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Dropping back, it's Allard. Out of the backfield, he's open. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires into traffic, and it's picked off. Bringing it back. He's inside the 40. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Loveland. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. Splits the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. Dropping back, it's Allard. He finds his man. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Michigan 10, Penn State.
The Nittany Lions will boot it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. And when your defense is performing like this, pitching a shutout, you want to find a way to reward them and help them out a little bit, David.
And I guess that's the upside for this offense. Their defense has been so good, but man, oh man, they've got to find something, Jesse, that they can hang their hat on, something they can do to move the football.
It just feels like at this point, they kick one more field goal and this is ball game because of how well their defense is playing. So I think offensively, just don't do anything stupid and give the game away.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Using his legs, it's Edwards. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
He's brought down at the 18-yard line. Brings up third down.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the 3rd quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He's got great speed, and the returner will be knocked down. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room, it's Singleton.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
The Nittany Lions get the first down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll throw it on first down. That's caught. It's Singleton. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Looking for a man. It's Aller. Fires to the middle. He makes a catch. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Michigan 10, Penn State 0.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. The quarterback sneak, looking to eke out a few yards. This offense has been suffocated by a sea of maize and blue, reminiscent of what the national champion Wolverine D did in '97, holding their opponents to single digits.
And it's at every level. I mean, just a great job being physical up front, locking down in the secondary. Michigan defenses are always on point. They don't give up silly, stupid plays. They just don't do that.
He'll go to the sneak. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown. Old Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
How about this? A two-point conversion coming. They're going to run it. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for two fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
They got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They want that clock to run. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. This is a big third down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. Back to pass, it's Warren. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
What a momentum-changing play. Just when they needed to get the takeaway, he steps up with a massive interception, now gives his team a chance to regain the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Going up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Singleton. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
What a great job by the quarterback working through his progressions here. In a 2-minute situation, he doesn't force it down the field if it's not open. Check it down to your back. Let him go to work, and he comes up with a huge play.
The Nittany Lions looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible.
In other schools around the country, slippery runs 75. Mercyhurst University, 31.
Line getting set on second down. From the gun, the running back has it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
The throw to the outside is complete. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a first down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. They'll run it on first and goal. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Headed toward the end zone, and they knock it loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Leaves it with the running back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They give it to him again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Looking to throw, it's Warren. Looking left. Ball's incomplete, and that'll do it from here. Bad offense, good defense, no scoring. That's pretty much what we had in this one as they come up short in a bit of a slogfest.
Yeah, and most of the time in college football, it's the opposite, right? You don't defense optional. Offense scores so many points. This one, back and forth. Offense is struggling, trying to make plays. Defense has put on a great effort.
And a lot of issues for this offense in this game today, obviously. And I think the coaching staff now really needs to take a look at how they're game planning and how they're going to give their players an opportunity to have success. It may be time now to start changing some things up a little bit.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Titletown, some call it, a moniker that many claim, but this city lives thanks to the Alabama Crimson Tide. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. Oh, he's going to take a chance. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. From the gun, the ground game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They try to pop a run on the draw. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And that's a great job by the defense not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground. They didn't give up the outside, got the sack on the play.
And they're trying to dig out of the hole on 2nd and long from the 9. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Got his man on the outside. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Power football with the run. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He gets it away from his own end zone. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. First down here for the offense. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Grab behind the line. It's Bell. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll run it from the gun. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to sneak it. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the tight end. Delivers the contact. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And that's a first down for the offense. That's the end of the first quarter. And after one, we're tied 0-0.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Looking to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Etienne. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Now on first and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. They'll try to get it in with the run. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6. Now it's second and goal. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. The 8th play of the drive coming. You'd hate to settle for a field goal. It's third and goal. Quarterback checking off. Looking for the touchdown on third and goal. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
To the air, it's back. And that one is picked off in the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes that Alabama offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Unloads to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Alabama quickly back to the line. They're throwing for it on fourth down. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on fourth down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Beck. Fires left. Throws into double coverage and it's picked off. Got some room to run. The 40. The 30. Inside the 10. And he is taking it all the way back. Touchdown, Bama! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Line gets set. First down. He's looking to throw it. Gets it out fast.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on first down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game. Let him make something happen and set up 2nd and short.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Etienne. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Trying to find his man on first down. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up 2nd down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. To the air, it's Beck. Release to the back. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Got room on the return. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown Tide. What a play by this defense with a pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Motion from the offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and trying to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
He's going to pass. Starting to feel a little pressure. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Alabama 14.
Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. Bringing it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
That's caught. It's Bell. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory there down at the 43-yard line. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
The Dogs will have it 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Etienne. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Quickly complete. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
I really like the slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have work in the middle of the field.
To the air on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the 1st down marker.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Georgia hunkers down in the red zone. Going to the run, it's Etienne. Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes
it's loose. And the defense has got it, and they're bringing it back.
And how about the defense coming through in the clutch? You're up. You want to maintain that lead. You've given up a bunch of yardage. What do? You bow your neck, create the turnover, get the ball back to the offense. Offense, go do your job. We're going to win this football game.
He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Back to throw. It's Beck. Finds the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Looking to throw for it. Good timing on the quick out. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. New set of downs after that completion. Fast motion from the offense. Comes out throwing on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Lovett.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He'll just keep slinging it. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Quick strike complete. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got him, and they convert. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the art and talent on the throw.
They'll try it again from the one on second and goal. So the offense gets a little bit closer to the goal line after the penalty. Defense trying to come up with a stop on second and goal. Quarterback sneak wedging himself into the line. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. If they can pay off this third and goal with a touchdown, quarterback sneak for the touchdown.
And this is obviously a no-brainer. Great job by the offense, great execution. Inside of 2 minutes, you got to go for 2. You got to dial up this play, try to tie this football game up. What's your favorite 2-point play? Dial it up, and let's tie this game up.
Now they'll try to tie it up with the 2 late. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Inside the 50. The 30. The 20. What a bizarre turn of events. He scooped up the fumble and took it all the way back for 2. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone. And the ball's free deep in his own territory. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it.
Oof, that's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have 2 hands on it this drive.
Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on third and short from the 21. Wants to throw. It's Milroe. Lets it fly. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down.
Man, what a break on the football. He read that the whole way. He just couldn't finish it. You know he saw the end zone. He saw the grass in front of him to break on that and maybe take it to the house, but just a missed opportunity.
Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And as a defense, that's all you can ask for. Give the ball back to your offense. Yes, you're still down. You gave them a chance. They got the football. They got some time left. Now can they put a drive together? Maybe go tie this game. Maybe go win this game. Great stop by this defense.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. It's Bell. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. On the run, it's Etienne. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
2nd is short equals bow up, be physical, move a hole, get a gap, let my back fall forward. That back had nowhere to run, no push up front. Got to be more physical, Jesse, on those 2nd down and short situations.
So for that point, David, I think you got to stick with it if you're on offense. As a staff, challenge your guys to get some push up front. You've recruited this position really well. You need these guys to move some bodies because you've got a talented guy in the backfield that can hurt this defense if you just give him a crease.
And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the 1st down, stops the clock, and has them on the move trying to get the late score. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Georgia! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Needs this one to push the lead to a field goal. And it's good, and he's gotten the lead up to 3 late. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a late touchdown in the final minute that is likely the game winner here. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. And if you list the priorities here, Jesse, first thing, get your kicker into his comfort zone.
It's a balance here between being conservative and being aggressive. You know that a field goal obviously puts you in a position to win this game, but, David, I don't hate being aggressive here either.
No, I'm going to be aggressive. I'm not leaving it up to my kicker if I have a choice. I trust my offense. I make the plays I know I can make. I watch the clock, but I stay aggressive.
To the air, it's Milroe. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up. I think at this point you might as well try to throw the ball down the field because this dog defense is not giving an inch.
They don't give an inch. They hunt the whole entire game. And they're all highly recruited kids. They're all talented. They're all going to get drafted. But they play for each other. They play with fight. They play with a...
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He wants to take the top off. Brings it down on the right side. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. So after hitting bankrupt, spinning that wheel of fortune, now this offense can tack a little more onto the lead. They have it 1st and goal. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And as they come to the line, they have the lead and they have the clock on their side. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown in the final.